Hey, good morning. Sorry, I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off, making a bloody mess of everything. But good morning, Happy New Year. I don't even have a cup of coffee. Oh no. So I'll tell you what, please, will you allow me a few seconds to get a cup of coffee? I'm dying over here. I'm dying. Hang on. So I have to switch accounts so I can bring up the chat. Okay, now I'm into that. So let me give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, probably even less, to get some coffee, and then we will kick off 2025 like a pro. Minutes. All right, baby, how you doing? Yeah. Let's get going. Guten Morgen. Como allez-vous? How are you? Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 21,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance because trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results, but please stay small, stay humble. Focus on the long term and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Guten Morgen. I salute you for a 2025 year that is going to kick some Botox. We are going to rule the world, you and I. Us together. I'm so excited for our community. I'm so excited for you. The year 2025 is the year of success. So I hope you're feeling good. I hope you spent some time planning your new trading year. I think if you just want to continue doing the same, I don't know. I think you should be thinking about what changes you're going to make, what outcomes you would like to see. Think about how you're going to get to that new destination. Do you want to continue to trade like an amateur, or do you want to continue learn and start? Not even learn. Do you want to start trading like a professional? If you want to trade like an amateur, just keep doing what you're doing. If you want to make a radical change, then, hey, welcome to traders.com. Yeah. Fundamentals and technicals and performance coaching, all combined in one platform. Yes. Now, you're going to need some execution. And for that, you need an ECN. Okay? You're going to need an ECN. You don't want a different type of broker. You only want an ECN. Don't even consider the other ones. So you should check out Trader's Way, for example. They're one of a few. There's not many ECNs. Yeah. But this is one that you should check out. I should probably let them know that my Porsche is for sale. Okay. Yep. So get yourself an ECN because you want execution that is fast and affordable and, well, actually executed. Other brokers don't even execute your trades. They just match you against another trade on their dark pool. So, yeah, if you actually want your trades to go into the interbanking system, and I do, then you're going to need an ECN. All right, cool. So, super exciting. I hope you're loving life and living large. Large and in charge, baby. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is just take a look at how the markets are opening. Yields are down. Okay, that's good. Oil is up. I guess it's good, although that's the big thing that creates inflation, isn't it? Ooh. Gold is up. S&P 500 not up yet. What time is it? Well, the market's not open. If you're part of my fundamental team, we've already analyzed this week versus next week as far as historic norms. Dollar is still strong, which makes sense. And oh my goodness, biddy. Biddy, can't you see? Sometimes your trades just hypnotize me. So yeah, Bitcoin's got some risk on. I wonder if that'll carry through into other types of assets. Earlier today, Aussie and Kiwi were strong. Can you imagine such a thing? Yeah, well, for that, you're going to have to look at the scatter plot. But you know what? I've already done all this, so you need to join if you want that. I've already reviewed the Commitment to Traders report. Okay? Once again, you should probably subscribe so that you have access to this data and access to me reviewing it with you. Because as a subscriber, I become the economist on your trading team. So we've done all of that. We've gone through the scorecards. We've gone through and did statistical analysis. So you're already hours behind. You should probably subscribe. Can you get that part? Can you hear it? Is it subtle? You're like, wait, that's not subtle at all. Oh, I forgot. I don't have it here. I have to go to the stream. Wait, let's do it here. Let's just kill that. I have to go to the stream. The live stream has the link that I'm trying to get to, so I have to click edit. All right, this is what I'm trying to get to. Okay. In less than 1 week, can you imagine such a thing? In less than a week, I'm doing the 2025 annual outlook and providing quarterly updates. You don't have to be a member of traders.com. You don't have to be a member of anything. If you just want the outlook, then that's all you need to do. There's nothing special. There's no sales pitch. There's no upgrade. I don't put you into a sales funnel where I send you 200 emails trying to get you to upgrade your account. I don't do any of that. It's just literally that's the link to attend the annual outlook. That's it. Nothing else. There's nothing clever going on here. Okay? Okay? Yeah. So anyways, that's coming up next week. Sign up, man. Everybody else has. I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you. All right. So, all right. Let's do some technical analysis. Give me a currency that you want to buy or sell, just one currency. And tell me if you're a buyer or a seller. So like you might say CAD and you'll say sell or something. Tell me what you want. Yeah, Sky Killer, I'll take a look at that from a, is it a regulatory issue or is it a broker issue or is it something else? I'm not sure about that one. Okay. Yeah. Sell euro, sell dollar. Aussie USD. Interesting. See, if we could, if this was like a one-on-one scenario, I'd follow up, right, with other questions. Why would you want to do that, right? Yeah, Lucas has got it covered, though. Can't lose with that, right, Lucas? Yeah. Yeah. Pound, euro, you guys are fun. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, cool. Just gives me kind of an idea. I'm still, okay. Well, that's why, Bruno, I said currency. I didn't say currency pair. Would you buy euro or sell dollar? No. I don't think so, Bruno. Oh, well, I want to know your bias on a currency, and then we can look for opportunities. This is how I teach, Bruno, right? So, for example, Abdul. Let's say Abdul's my client. Abdul says, hey, I want you to sell the euro. I'm like, okay, I can do that for you, Abdul. So what's my next step, Bruno? I've been mandated by my client to sell some euro. Why? I don't know. Does it matter? Abdul is overexposed to euro or something, Okay, so what would I do? What do I do the rest of the day, Bruno? Talk to me, Goose. Sell euro, sell euro, sell euro. What do I do? Can't wait much longer, Bruno. Okay, well, I'm going to go. I need to find something to buy. So now I can go through all my charts and say, well, what do I want to buy? And what is buyable today? And ideally, I find something that is trending bullishly and I agree with. I want to buy it anyways. So maybe it's like dollar. No, it's not that. It's not that. How do I put the trade together? So Bruno, if my client says sell euro, then I have to sell it to buy something else. So I'm like, okay, so do I sell euro dollar? Do I sell euro pound? Do I sell euro yen? What about euro CAD? What about euro kiwi? What about euro Swissy? So I kind of want to look at things from 2 points of view. I have to sell, but I also have to buy. So what do I want to buy? I already know the sell part. So I look at euro kiwi. Yeah, that's a maybe. Now, I'm not in love with kiwi. In fact, I'm bearish on kiwi, but today it's strong, and that is a bearish pattern. So I can look at that and say, well, euro kiwi, I'm trying to sell euro. So I'm like, okay, does this pattern show strength, weakness, opportunity, strength or weakness? Okay, we're going to do a SWOT analysis now. Just typical B school stuff, right? All right, strength, weakness, opportunity, or threat. Now, I want to sell euro because that's what my client asked me to do. Does this pattern on euro kiwi exhibit strength or weakness? It's weakness. Okay, the next leg is down. Is that an opportunity or a threat? It's an opportunity. So I could consider this. It's not just a pattern, but it's price action and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I could say, yeah, maybe. I could put this on my maybe list today. So now to carry this out further, okay, Bruno, I say, all right, well, my client wants me to sell euro. So euro Aussie, euro CAD, euro Swissy, euro pound, euro yen, euro kiwi, euro dollar. No. Nothing else. All right. Cool. And I hit save. So now I've filtered. Okay. And so now I can go through this process. I can match this up fundamentally, of course. Right? The best way to do that, let me just open this in a new tab. There's many ways that I can skin this rabbit. Now, I can say, should I be bearish euro kiwi? No. Should I be bearish euro Aussie? No. Right? You see? So you can go by absolute score. And if I use absolute scores, which are long-run macroeconomics, in fact, comparative analysis of long-term macroeconomics, I might not find anything to do. Selling euro may not be the best thing to do based on long-term macroeconomics. Now, there's another way to skin the rabbit. We look at all euro stuff Guess I got to keep some of these things, right? Let's get rid of some of these. Okay, we'll make this a little smaller of a list. So I can't sort it to do only euro, but now we have a smaller list. And you say, okay, well, I want to sell some euro today because that's what my client wants me to do. And what about euro pound? Oh, it usually falls. In January. But it's rising. Well, I'd say not now, but maybe, because usually in January it falls. Good to know. But I also know right away, technically speaking, no. But maybe it's going to double top or something. I don't know. It's a new month. I don't know. So it's technically bullish right now, but it usually in January is moderately bearish. So well, I'll look at that chart. What about euro yen? Yeah, it can be a little bit bearish, but it's bullish. Oh, all right. Well, maybe I can take a look at it. Euro Swiss franc, yeah, it usually is down in January, but once again is up. All right, well, maybe, but probably not. Once again, I can just pull up the chart and take a look at it. Euro CAD is usually up, and I want to sell it? No. So pass. Euro Kiwi could be a pass, so on and so forth. Okay? Now, you can do it, you skin the cat the other way. And you just could look at what is actually happening now. You're like, whatever, seasonality, blah, blah, blah. Macroeconomics, blah, blah, blah. You only care about what's actually going on the charts, let's say. Okay, well, then let's look at what is. Okay, Euro Kiwi is bullish. Oh, but you want to sell euro. Euro pound is bullish. Now, this is based on the daily chart. And it's not based on technical analysis. It's not based on patterns. It's based on statistical analysis of the data set. So over the last month, looking at daily charts, well, technically or statistically speaking, bullish may not be a good sell. Euro pound, bullish, may not be a good sell. Euro Swissy, bullish, may not be a good sell. Well, what if we flip it? Euro dollar, we want to sell euro, and statistically speaking, it is bearish. Okay, maybe baby. What about euro CAD? Yeah, it's actually down, not by much, but it's a little more bearish than bullish. And so on and so forth. So you can filter everything that way, you see? And then you can get to this part here. So you could make long-term macro judgments. You can make shorter term comparing January versus what's happening statistically, or you could just do the statistics. Okay? Or you just don't give two hoots about anything and you're only doing patterns. Hey, man, it's your judgment. It's your alpha. Okay? But could you sell Euro Kiwi? Yeah, you could. What about Euro Yen? Could you? Yeah. Yeah. Actually, 2 hours ago, you had an opportunity to already sell. All right, and that's a 15-minute chart, but, you know, the down and the up is what's occurring now. Okay, so what about more Euro CAD? How about Euro Swissy? Let's talk about Euro Swissy. If you were hell-bent on selling euro today, okay, does this pattern exhibit strength or weakness? Boom, 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 boom. Okay? this is showing, okay, strength. Oh, but I want to sell euro. Maybe I don't give two hoots about Swissy. But just on this, my plan today, or my mandate from my customer, is to sell. So it's a pass, just like that. Don't even look at the chart. I can, right, on that. And this is a bigger time frame. Now, what if it reverses? Yeah, well, whatever. Okay, I don't trade what ifs. Is that bearish? No, pass. See, you got to line up your intent with reality. Okay? Otherwise, mom's spaghetti. So, could I? It's just like could, not you should or whatever. This is just like, is it even considerable? Yeah. What about this? Yep. What about this? Yep. What about this? Yep. What about this? Yep. What about this? Nope. So now you can, what about all the other stuff? There's lots and lots of pairs and time frames that are not here. Why? Why is traders.com ignoring the other time frames on Euro Kiwi? What about the other euros? Why isn't there any Euro Aussie? Did it forget? What about Euro Pound? Did it forget? Okay, so what is this looking at? 15-minute, 30-minute, hour, 4-hour, daily. So it's looking at 5 time frames versus what? 10 combos. So it's looking at 50 charts right now. There's something happening, Richard, right? There's something is happening, but there is no reliable, repeatable pattern. So it's not worth your time and consideration based on the top 20 most reliable, universally acceptable trading patterns. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you could do something. Like you could kick it off a moving average or you can kick it off of an oscillator, but there's no pattern. Remember, it's only doing pattern. This is not a trade signal. But the thing is, if you were like Euro Aussie on an hour, let's say you were looking at Euro Aussie on an hour and you saw a MACD crossover that showed you some sort of signal. And maybe it was with divergence or something, right? Okay. But as far as a trading pattern, like selling a lower high in a falling market, if that part, the pattern doesn't exist, you might have some sort of setup, but there's no reliable, repeatable pattern on any Euro Aussie time frame. Not on the 15, not on the 30, not on the hour, not on the 4-hour, not on the daily. Doesn't mean it's untradeable. Doesn't mean there's no opportunity. It's just you're really taking something that is somewhat isolated, and now suddenly you're making decisions on MACD crosses. But you may be ignoring something else like, there's no trend up. There's no trend on the daily. There's no, like, you might be, shouldn't there be more to your trading than trading a MACD cross with divergence? It could be included, but wouldn't you also like to know if it's trending or not? Okay. And remember, I only have trend patterns here. I've turned a lot of the patterns off, so I'm being very subjective. But it should at least be a level of information that can bring you some cautiousness. Okay? Sebastian wants to know the target price for dollar this week. Well, I would use weekly pivot points, and then I can give you that answer. Now, I don't trade Dixie directly, but if you can give me a currency pair, I'll just tell you what the chart says. Or you could just use pivot points and do it yourself, Sebastian. Okay, but that's like the easiest thing to answer. I'll reverse it. And by the way, I'm not picking on you, Sebastian, right? I'm just trying to make a point. If you know how to trade, that's like a obvious question. If you don't know the answer to that question, then you've identified a total massive problem with your trading. You don't know where on the map to be going, and you don't know how to get to the destination. Okay, you're short euro dollar, and you want to know the bearish target for that? For the week. Yeah, it's so easy. Everybody's trying to please me, baby. So I use the Traders Way platform. And I think I turned it off. Let me reboot it. I turned it off because I had a couple of things going. It's so easy. Nothing seems to please me. All right. Okay. Ooh, a little bit of risk off today. I'm not saying but I'm saying. All right. You want euro dollar. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll pull it up on this one. And you're asking me, where is this likely to go to the downside? Okay. Cool. By the way, you can see I had it set up as a short, and we just went through my extreme target. The next one is way down here. Look at that. So we already have this done. I did this last week for you guys. Okay. And, this is simple. There's nothing complicated here. My bias is down, and we had a drop, a pullback. Okay. A drop, a pullback, and a drop. Now you can measure this, and it's probably a 382 to a 161, but whatever. All right. So, but let's clear this off. Let's make this so simple to answer Sebastian's question. What is the weekly target for euro dollar from a bearish point of view? So we go to swing trading, bearish bias. Okay. And we've already blown the doors off of that. Maybe that's why you're asking. But we've blown through it because, well, last week was quiet because of the holidays, so that tightens the pivots. So the way I would read through this is last week was unusually tight. Okay? So why don't we use last week's pivots, and that tells us conservatively looks like it's about 102.5. I can't quite read that. Maybe I'll have to zoom in. That would make it worse. Let's see if I can still fit that. 102.90. Okay, first target 102.90. Second target 102.44. Okay? Which is just repeating the previous plan because it just looks like it's a reset, right? And this is the whole holiday. So because there was no price action and it's measured, like the central pivot point is looking at last week's high plus low plus close, okay? Because it's a weighted average. You want to weight it divided by 3. And then you do the rest of the calculations, which are, in my humble opinion, are a form of standard deviation. And so anyways, you can standardize all that. So we're just saying like, well, the plan last week was this. And it reset. So let's go back to the previous plan. Yeah, that's one way to handle sort of that gap in the range. Now I have something else going on here. Okay, let's do this in a different color. You can see that we have this going on, and this going on. What's that all about? Well, let's have some fun. Y equals MX plus B. Oh no, he's going to do it again. Yes, he's going to do it again for the 100 millionth time. Okay, your X and Y axes. Y, okay, the Y-axis times the slope of the mean, right? Y equals the slope of the mean times X plus the intercept. Nice. So you have to calculate all of these, come up with average, keep doing it for every candle, keep calculating the average, and then you want to do the change in the average. So M isn't the change, isn't the average, because that would just give you a price. It's the slope of the mean, okay? The slope of the mean. So you got to figure that out now, which is the rise over the run. Oops. That's what that thing is. Let me try to do a better job of that. Okay, so we do this now. So that is the slope of the mean, which is M. We already know Y and X axes. The B is the intercept. So you can see it's below the axes. Oh, and M is a negative integer because it falls. The rise is negative over the run. So now we know it's bearish as well. Then you calculate the variance. You following me here? The variance. How far does it fall before it goes back to the mean? How far does it rise before it goes to the mean? Kind of like how overbought does it get before it goes back to the average? And you want to do that as positive and negative. What is considered statistically oversold? What statistically is considered overbought? And when does it revert back to the average? Then you want to calculate that number and then standardize it so that you can have a typical oversold low and an overbought high. Standardize all that. Then you can go back and plot the standardized lowest average low and the highest average high before it reverts back to the mean. Now you've standardized it, and then you go back to your M, which is the slope, and do the rise over the run to project into the future. So what does this all mean? It's bearish. It's bearish. Why even fight it? Why do you fight it? Okay? It's bearish, bruh. Yeah. Oh my, come on, give me a standing ovation for that. Come on. right? Toot away, pop, pop, toot away, pop, toot away, pop, pop, toot away, pop. A shiggly, a shiggly, a shiggly, a shig. Huh? That's all I got to say to you. I probably mispronounced every word, but okay. So, Sebastian, what you should do is in the, when you leave a comment. So when I'm done the recording, Sebastian, here's a little life hack. When I'm done the recording, okay, leave a comment below the recording, like, thank you for teaching me how to calculate linear projections with standard deviation. So then a year and a half from now, and I've done, 75 more YouTube videos, you can just go into your profile, search your comments, linear projection, standard deviation. Guess what? It'll pull up your comment, and now you got the video. So if you want to go one step further, timestamp when I just did that. So now you can click on the timestamp, and it'll jump you right to, right? Another thing you can do, let me show you another way of doing the same thing. We're skinning rabbits today, everybody. All right, let's do this. YouTube.com/@Forex.Today. All right, let's find an old vid. Okay. Oh, look at that handsome young boy. All right. I guess we'll go here. And let's say, and pounds, MetaTraders
on the economy are severe.
Terrible microphone, huh?
It is quite difficult to predict.
Let's find a spot.
Okay. So once again, they conduct monetary policy.
All right. Here's the other way. So you're leaving a comment. Now check this out. You're like, okay, Fed functions. You want to remember that, right? Okay. Share. There's the link. And start it at that second. So you can just jump to the spot you want, copy that, and now leave that on your comment. So now you can do something like you leave a comment. Okay. What was it? Fed traditional roles? Yeah, functions. Fed traditional functions. Okay. This is a comment. And I'm going to leave a timestamp link. So there's the link and there's the timestamp. Okay. Now I have that in my history of comments. Wow. Does trading economic project use? I don't know what you're talking about, Abdul. Cool. But anyways, yeah. So please rephrase, ask again. So anyways, there's a hack, guys. If you want to have a personalized archive of all the data. Yeah, that's how you do it. Neat, right? Because now it'll be in your profile, your YouTube profile. Cool. Okay. You could probably also create a playlist and save that video to your playlist with notes in the comments and link and time-stamped links. And I think when you save it to your private playlist, I think you could even rename it. So you could just rename it standard deviation. timestamp the link, pop it in. So very cool, right? Oh, yeah. Cool. Anyway, so we're hot to go, HOTTOGO. Notice that there is nothing that makes me want to buy this. And it's very helpful to wake up in the morning and have intent. If you wake up in the morning and you're not sure what to do until you look at your charts, that's one of your possible failures. You don't know what to do. And to me, that's shocking, because you and I could not have a conversation about Forex if you don't know what you intend to do. So all my Forex friends and professional traders and stuff, we can have these conversations and debates, and we can laugh over things, and we can talk about wins and losses, and we can talk about when we were wrong and when we were right, but also why and how and all this kind of stuff, which means there's total intent, sometimes months in advance, right? I have a friend that spends a week. Would that be true? Probably not a week. A day. I think he says a day. It takes him one day to plan one trade thoroughly. But he's in the trade for weeks. So it's 100% intent, including risk analysis, risk aversion, plan A, plan B, plan C, protect your skin, right? Reduce as much risk as possible, right? But if you spent, a full trading day, 10 hours, planning out all scenarios on a trade, you clearly know what you intend to do. And therefore you recognize when you're right, but even more importantly, because you should be right, you probably are right. But most importantly, you know when you're wrong, but you've already thought about it. And therefore you can verify that you were wrong. And now you go into, right? CYA, cover your ass mode. Okay. Yeah. And so since this double top, I haven't once thought about buying this pair. Not even once. Yeah. Not even once. Yeah. Cool. It's good to know, right? Yes, it is good to know. Okay. Could things change? Wrong question. What do you know is the question. What do we know? Okay. As of this day here. Hang on, I got to get the right tool. There we go. As of this day, as of that moment, okay, which looks like October 15, 16, somewhere in there. Since the middle of October, we are bearish. That's it. We're bearish. Cool. Where do we sell? Between the moving averages. What else can you use to sell? The pivot points. Okay, like this one. Down, 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 up, up. Bearish selling zone. Sell. Down, 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 up, up. Bearish selling zone. Okay. Down, 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 up, up. Bearish selling zone. Oh, but Wayne, that one didn't work. Yeah, well, cry me a river. Okay? It's just a day trade. Or, yeah, I guess that's a day trade in a big trend. So it went up for a week and then it continued. Yeah, we call that reloading. That's some profit taking. And bears sold it again. Down, 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 down. Notice we even hit the target perfectly. Up, up, new sell zone. Down, 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 up, up, new sell zone. Down, 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 down. Look at hitting the target perfectly. Uh-oh, we're too far from the moving average. I actually have a subchapter on exactly that scenario. Okay? Reverted back to the mean. Oh my God. We just talked about that. Down, 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 up, up, sell. Down, 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 up, up. And now we're in that same sell. And we're just moving along tickety-boo. Everything is right as rain. We double topped. Then we made a lower low. Then you sold a lower high. Right? That wasn't supposed to be that. Come on, drawing tool. Work with me, baby. Work with me. Okay? So combination, moving averages, price action, pivot points. You could Fibonacci this thing if that's how you do. Like, dude, whatever, bro. Right? Whatever, bro. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. You know what matters? Intent. Technical analysis is easy. But it doesn't tell you what to do. That's your job. But it helps you identify the right price and time to consider things. Cool. So, do we consider this a support that we're about to reach? Yeah. So is that an opportunity or a threat to a bear? Oh, that's a threat. So are you ready, willing, and able to address the threat? Second thing, should I buy it? Nope. But what if there's 3 days of green candles? You do you. I wouldn't buy that. Okay? Why? Because I'm a bear. Now, give me a double bottom, higher, high, higher, low, and then, with some other interesting risk on tidbits, and then maybe I'll join your team. But right now, there's nothing that you can do to get me to buy this. I will only buy higher lows in an uptrend. Is this an uptrend? Nope. Is it a higher low? Nope. What about fundamentally? Let's see. Germany lacks a government and France lacks a government. Should I corner the market on euro? Look, we're at 103. Do you remember when we were at 110? And I said this would drop 4,000 pips all the way to 80. Can anybody confirm that? I said, who gives two hoots about parity? I said, nobody's talking about 80 cents. Can anybody confirm? Hey, if that's nonsense, you should call it. I'm not afraid of anything in this world. There's nothing you can throw at me that I already heard. Yeah, nobody? Really? I think there's also a delay. Really? Nobody here? Oh my God. You got to put your listening ears on. Yep, 80. Angel remembers. Angel takes notes. And that was probably October. Right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a massive delay. So anyways, thank God you guys remember. That's the thing, when you're asking questions, you're like, uh-oh. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know you do, Angel. From your very first day, you ask serious questions, and they're the right questions to be asking. Now we just need to plug in 20 years of experience, right? But you got the brains, right? Probable bronze. So anyways, that's cool. Thank you, guys. So does that mean that's going to happen? No. Stop listening for signals. I'm not going to give you a signal. That's not what I'm here for. There's some kid on YouTube that'll do that nonsense for you. I'm trying to teach. I preach to teach. So what am I talking about now? I'm talking about attitude and intent. I'm talking about, have you planned 2025? Have you thought about it fundamentally and technically? Have you planned the way you're going to improve your trading by making changes? Have you planned these things? What is your intent? Or do you just roll in every day in your sweatpants, right? Tea-stained t-shirt, and you're like, oh, what's going on, fellas? Hey, can I get rich today? What is your intent? This is your wake-up call, bud. What do you intend to do, and why? That should be for your trading business, and that should be for every trade you make. And so I can say things like, a month and a half ago, the euro is going to fall thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of pips. Why did I say that? I'm like, I think there's a lot of chance dollar can be strong under the new policies that are likely to be enacted. Plus, I see Germany as a mess and France as a mess. Remember, at that time, I was talking about reading things like their ISMs, manufacturing and services from both France and Germany. I'm like, these countries are in recession. ECB is not going to say that, but I'm like, I look at the data, I do the work, and I see it. I'm like, these countries are an economic mess. And now time goes by. Guess what happens when the economy collapses? The governments collapse. And so now Germany and France, right, lack stable governments, and their economies are a mess. And the ECB is set up in such a way that there's not a lot they can do about it. So I'm like, why not? In my mind, think the big, hairy, audacious goal, if you will, that euro could be a dog with fleas. Now, I don't know if it's right. It's not that I'm right. Nobody knows the future. And when I talk to people that are certain about the markets, I think they're a fool. I'm like, well, good for you. I think a confidence person says, I really have no clue, but I thought about it and I've analyzed it and I know what I intend to do. Wayne McDonald, don't know what the future is, but I know what Wayne McDonald, intend to do. So if I'm right, I'm confident. But if I see something unusual, I will recognize it and say, oh, snap. What's going on with euro? That's unusual. What has just changed? Should I change my bias? And I start taking a look. But if you don't know what your intent is, you're a dog chasing your tail. Or even worse, you're trying to figure out what everyone else is doing. You're smelling somebody else's tail. Hey, what do you want to do? What do you think about euro? Shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter what other people think about euro. You're the boss. You're the smartest one in the room. What do other people think about euro? Who cares? What about that YouTuber? Who cares? What do you intend to do? And why do you intend to do it? Because if you can't answer that, you're not going to have the confidence to make the trade. And if you don't have that kind of preparation, you'll never know when you're wrong, and you'll do something simple like hold on for dear life. We call that alcoholism and bankruptcy. Hold on for dear life. I'll see you at the food kitchen when I'm doing charity work, huh? Oh my God, that's brutal. I know it's brutal. Okay. I wrote a chapter for a book called The Wiley Trading Guide. Wiley is the big publisher of finance books, and they took their best traders that they've published, and they published one book. So they're like, Wayne, write one chapter for this book with 20 other fabulous traders. I'm like, cool, what an honor. And I talked about, I think it was preparation and planning. And I said, for those that do not prepare in advance, right? I said they end up as senior citizens working at Starbucks so that they can have the health benefits, but also eat the day-old muffins when they open the store at 5 a.m. Sorry, probably 4 a.m., right? You got to go to Starbucks. You're 72 years old, and you're going to Starbucks at 4 in the morning, and you want the morning shift so you can get the free breakfast. Right? And other people, they got that crystal glass with the ice in it, and it's jingling around. They're like, I used to be a Forex trader. Tough gig. Yeah, so that's in the book. Like, dude, brutal. But I'm trying to appeal to your emotions. I know what I say is logical. So when I say, oh, this is bearish, you're like, yes, that makes sense. But obviously that's not. So if I can appeal now to the emotional side of you, make you love me, make you hate me, but either way, you hear and remember emotionally, right? So that's the part of your brain I'm talking about. And so I have to, from time to time, write these comments or make these speeches. It's not a normal thing, but the idea is I need to communicate with you emotionally. So if you don't want to end up like that horrible scenario of being a senior citizen working at Starbucks because you need the benefits, the money, and the day-old muffins, if you don't want that, if that is not appealing to you, then what's the message? You have an amazing opportunity in front of you, and it requires technical and fundamental analysis, but it takes work. It takes patience. It takes discipline. It takes being conservative. It takes a long-term view. Patience and discipline. And you're like, And it takes planning. And it takes intent. You wake up in the morning, you pop out of bed, and I'm selling Eurodollar. And then you open your chart. Does the opportunity present itself, yes or no? Which is a way different attitude than logging in to see what the YouTube guru tells me. Disdain. So I want you to be fired up on hell. I want you to plan. I want you to have intent. When you walk in the room, I want all the heads to turn towards the door because they can feel your presence. Oh my God, on hell just walked in. And that's the market. Why? Your leadership, not fellowship. I'm training you to be a leader. And everybody else is just a liquidity event. There are in the trading markets, if you believe in the zero-sum game, well, then there are leaders, and then there are liquidity events for leaders. Which one do you want to be? The leader or the liquidity event? And you're like, wait, I don't even know what that means. Well, Google it. It means when a leader is buying, okay, and they own, they'll sell it to you. And now you have it. But why'd they sell it? Because it's over. Anyways, I got nothing but love for you, baby. But I gotta jump. Okay, Brian Bray's doing crypto today, I think. So if you're a member of traders.com, log in for that. If you're a member of the swing trading group, then I will see you at 4 p.m. And we'll talk about tomorrow and next week. And for everybody else, I invite you to become a member of traders.com. I have an amazing 2025 planned out for you with more and more stuff. I have to announce an upgrade. I'm going to do that at the annual outlook. If you can't afford to be a member or don't want to be a member, I still highly recommend you come to the annual outlook. It's $50 for 4 webinars throughout 2025. At least stay close. Be close. I still want to help. We'll find a way. On Houses, what's the name of the book? It's called The Wily Trading Guide. It was published, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. I don't know. So like I said, I got nothing but love for you, baby. But I got to jump. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May our profits be above average. And I'll be over at the FX Street YouTube channel tomorrow. So maybe I'll see you over then. Cheers. Have the greatest day ever.